Chirp 6. Haven't heard much from General Manager Don Sweeney, who's working with Team Canada for Four Nations. Is it time for him to actually say something, or to kind of, just make his presence felt a little bit here? Because the optics, and I know he's doing his job still and all that, but the optics just seem strange, and with him and all the reports of him and focusing on Team Canada and his team kind of needing something, some sort of management to it.
Yeah.
Like it just seems even more frustrating.
Yeah. He hasn't spoken in a while, and he is busy with Team Canada. I think that's clear. And should he be busy with Team Canada and not, and no, he shouldn't be. He should be focused on the Bruins right now.
Right. And this is why it's clunky. This is why it sucks.
I mean, as much as people want to shit on Charlie McAvoy or someone else for either playing in the Four Nations or pulling out of the Four Nations, like, he's all involved with the Four Nations, and he's getting a free pass for the damn thing. Like, do your damn job, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell have you been doing?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he gets a free pass with that, and I think he should be addressing some of what's going on here with the Bruins, whether it's, we need to be better, or just like, they don't like to talk. It doesn't seem like Neely and Sweeney really, unless they have news.
Right.
Right.
There's no real status,
there's no
status of the team kind of thing.
Right. Yeah. And I think that should happen more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe he thinks the press is getting it from the coach, and that's part of the coach's job, which I guess it is to a degree. But look, if you're Sweeney and Neely and you're the ones pulling the strings as far as who's on the team and not on the team, and who's getting called up and not getting called up, and who's on the roster and not on the roster, and possibly who's playing and not playing, and who's scratched and not scratched, like, you should be the one answering for some of that shit. Like, I don't, and I don't know whether how deep his hands are in, who plays night in and night out. But if, Montgomery hinted at the fact that Sweeney was the one who controlled the call-ups, and he wasn't saying, it was his choice. So if Sweeney's the one that's controlling that stuff, he needs to answer for some of this shit. Like, why aren't you playing? And Neely's out here with his, you got to outscore your mistakes comment. Like, you can't just drop that during a Bruins gala event,
Right. Yeah, I know.
On the red carpet, and then not have any kind of follow-up.
Yeah.
You could say whatever you want when you're walking the red carpet, because you take a picture and then you walk away.
Yeah, you do.
So, I feel like the front office needs to answer more for some of the things that have gone wrong with this team. He's getting, I mean, look, he's not getting a pass from us, but he's getting a pass from some people. A lot of people are blaming it on the players. Some people are blaming it on Monty. I mean, Sweeney's starting to hear it now. Heard the Fire Sweeney chants from the fans, a little while back. And since then, I think, what are they, 10-1-1 at home?
Something like that. 10-1-1, I think.
Yeah. So they've straightened that thing out, but they're 1-7-1 on the road since Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fucking atrocious.
That's terrible. That's terrible. And I'll tell you, Thursday night against Winnipeg, if that turns into like 3-0 in the first, then those chances are coming back, especially after the Sabres loss.
Sure are.
They are. So that's going to rear its ugly head at some point here. And I don't know what's going to happen to it, but Craig Breslow and Sam Kennedy and people are on sports radio, and this just seems like the other teams are on sports radio shows and stuff, just sort of answering to things. I mean, they don't answer it completely, but at least they're there and they're doing that part of it. The Bruins, since Neely stopped 98.5 the Sports Hub thing, the Bruins are never on the thing.
No.
So you don't get that insight. Like, you don't get a reporter to say, like, hey, Don, like, what was that move? Or what, how do you really feel about all of these, Riley Tuftes and Max Joneses and and all these people who are just haven't panned out. How do you feel about Elias Lindholm? What is going on there? Like none of it. So makes it hard you just draw your own assumptions, and if as an organization you don't want people drawing assumptions, you want to be able to at least get ahead of it.
Yeah,
you
would
think
think.
do that.
I mean, you would think so.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, I mean, it goes back to, what's the guy going to say? It's going to be, coming from him, especially. It's a bunch of double talk. It's a bunch of
Harvard speak.
Of gibberish that, it's the same cliches. And so, unless you're going to be real and talk about actual, issues with the team, then they're probably better off not doing it, because it's just, it's horrible radio in the first place.
It is in the first place.
So
it really is.
And then they probably don't want to go on there and get bombarded with questions that they either don't want to answer or don't know the answers to themselves for half an hour. So
true. They can come on here if they like.
They can.
Would be nice. Would be nice.
They are welcome.
They are welcome here.
And Cameron, Mr. Neely, you guys are welcome.
Yes.
Podcast. You have an open invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime you want to come on, you are welcome here. And post-game lives, hop right into the comment.
Right in. You know what? I'll tell you, we should get all of our folks, all of our groupies together, like just putting it out there. Just putting it out there, like whatever you can. Like let's get Neely and Sweeney on. Let's get Neely on. Because his at least Neely will get pissed at us and might start a little back and forth.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's a little hot headed.
He is.
I mean, push the wrong button.
So am I.
Yeah, I know. I think it'd be great. I think it'd be great.
We can yell at each other.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. Yeah, I think I would love that if they come on post games and
just cut a promo of Neely chucking a water bottle and bouncing off the side of Smitty's head.
Yeah, just right off the Smitty. Yeah.
Put me
That's a great graphic.
Let me put my hockey equipment on first before he does that, because you would probably dent my brain.
Yeah, let's do that.